Hello. Hello, everybody. I want this up top. All right, I'm still working on things. Hello, everybody. We'll get started in just a second. Oh, I do like that. Vertical layout's really good. Do this. We don't need this so big. Okay. Well, anyways, that looks really good. I like how that looks. Morning, everybody. Good morning. Let's go ahead and get started in just a minute. How's everybody doing this morning? We're going to go ahead and get into our Proverbs. And hopefully you're enjoying this time of waking up in the morning and just going over the word. We're going to do our study in Proverbs 3 again. See here. Okay, we're in Proverbs. Currently, we're in Proverbs 12. We're in day 12 for me because I've been doing this daily for the last 12 days. It is day 12. We're on Proverbs 3, 27 to 35. In the ESV. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it. Do not say to your neighbor, "Go and come again. Tomorrow I will give it." When you have it with you, do not plan evil against your neighbor who dwells trustingly beside you. Do not contend with a man for no reason when he has done you no harm. Do not envy a man of violence, and do not choose any of his ways. For the devious person is an abomination to the Lord, but the upright are in his confidence. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the dwelling of the righteous. For the scorners he is scornful, but to the humble he gives favor. The wise will inherit honor, but fools get disgrace. There it is. Okay, so there's a lot of do nots in this set of verses. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight. I feel like red is a good do not. Do not. Oops. I'm going to go red. Do not. Actually, that's didn't show up very well. I do orange. Orange might be a better one. All right. Oop. So this do not thing here. Do not. Do not. Do not. Do not. So these are actually words or commands. Do not do this. Do not do that. Do not. It also says right here, do not. Are there any more do nots that I could get? Do not withhold good. Do not say to your neighbor, go. The first two is pretty interesting because it, how do I say it? Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due when it is but it is in your power to do it. This whole, here, I'll highlight this and put it in the yellow. These little tidbits right here. And I feel like these are really important. This is in the power of the giver. The giver has something that the receiver doesn't, and the giver is not doing what is appropriate. Because if I look at the contrast of these ones, Like these ones, the givers. These first four for sure is withhold good from whom it is due. Say to your neighbor, come again tomorrow, and I'll give it. Plan evil against your neighbor who dwells trusting. Okay, because the person that you are that is receiving whatever it is they're receiving, they have done nothing wrong. They have done nothing wrong, and I could use anecdotes to go ahead and say this to kind of explain this idea because it's near and dear to my heart, and I've been trying to teach my son to be a better person, which is strong. And him and his sister has an interesting, could be toxic relationship. I'm going to give it to them right now because I still love on them, and they're going to become amazing people when they grow up because they have that potential. But one of the areas in which they have a hard time with is their relationship with each other. Pretty toxic. I don't want to say that it's my son's fault. I don't want to blame him for everything. So my son does not hold back his negative opinions about things. And then he's also pretty sarcastic and not very kind at times. And I know he's working on it. And he has, I'll say ADHD, which causes that, but he still can choose when to say and when not to say anything. There is that. And so my daughter is very emotional, emotion driven, and takes things to heart pretty easily. And so sarcasm doesn't work on her very well. She doesn't take it very well. And she gets pretty upset. And so on this verse 27, here's an example. So we play, which I'll play later, is play League of Legends. And my son and I have been playing. We're good enough where we could slowly level up on our rankings and stuff like that. So we play kind of seriously and fun. It's fun and serious at the same time. And so my son's pretty particular, and so he's pretty harsh on my daughter when she's trying to play too. So she's been practicing, and he's pretty critical of her, and it makes her not want to play and stuff like that. And so yesterday we were playing, my daughter and I. My son was doing something else just during our screen time, and she went here. Let me check it out. In that game we played together, she did pretty decent. Here's our two games we played that we won. Um, yeah, this one game we played, she was 8-2-4. 8-2-4. And I was like, and it was, I was pretty impressed by her gameplay. Because one of the things that again, she's still young and she's still learning and stuff like that, so I'll give it to her and everything. Um, she she did really well, I think, and I really appreciated playing with her because it was fun. It was a good time. She was having a good time, and I think because she was finally killing people, because we are playing actual live, because we could play bots, but we are playing actual live people, and my son's contention when we're playing those games was that which you must have been playing bots. I'm gonna go ahead and look at all these characters and see if they were actually bots on the other team. I just want to say that all the people we played, oh gosh, all the people we played were not bots. I'm looking it up right now on Mobilytics. They were not bots. And my son said, yeah, sometimes when we were playing Swift Play, you play bots. And we were not. We were not playing bots. We're playing live people on other computers playing games. And my daughter was able to get 8, 2, and 4. So I was supporting her. I was the MVP, but she was actually 4th place in that game. And no, she doesn't like playing competitive games because it's stressful and she could die. But I think she would play if she could feel that she's actually doing something in the game. And my son, bots. These are robots. This is AI, basically, or diminishing the fact that she enjoyed the play, she had fun, and she contributed to the game itself. And I was like, come on, just tell her she did a good job. Like, don't withhold good from those to whom it is due. It is due. My daughter has been trying to learn how to play for a while. She wants to practice. Now she's willing to practice. She could go about 2 games, and then she'll go on to other little games that she likes to play, her little solo games that she plays. But it's that thing where it's right there, right in front of you. You have the opportunity to be encouraging to another person, to get them to go ahead and be a person to give life to another person. You are there to go ahead and just give them that little up, even if it's just a little up. And there's people out there that kind of, I'm doing an overgeneralization, like people out there who has that ability, and yet they choose to not give it to them. Give him the little win. Give him the little win. That's all I have to say. See, like I'll put this in the green, not a green color. I think green is not appropriate for this one. I'll just do a little blue. When you have it with you, when you have the power to do it, when you have it with you, and people who is trusting you to be a good neighbor when he has done no wrong. See that? When you are the benefactor, is that what it is? I'll just say that you have the ability to go ahead and make someone's day and give them a happy day. Basically, you have something and you're not using it right now. I'm going down the list. Verse 27. Yeah, seriously, if someone has done something good, go ahead and tell them that they did something good. Good job. You're trying. You wanted to become better. Good job. This one, verse 28. Oh, you need something? I don't need it right now. Here, go ahead. Why don't you go ahead and use this? I have something of yours, especially if you're borrowing something. Go ahead and give it back, or let them borrow something. No big deal. Things of this world have no permanence, and you realize that anything at any time could go ahead and just get broken or die or something like that. So don't hold on to anything of this world strongly, but hold on to honor, hold on to being wise, being humble, being kind to other people. Those are things that are lasting. But the material things, yeah, my friend literally, he just bought a new Tesla uh earlier this year. And this a couple days ago he went to the car wash. And when the car wash literally dented his car. We saw the video and everything and stuff like that. And of course he should be upset. But the one lesson he kind of got from that situation was that, you know what? At any time I could get into an accident. At any time your life could be taken to you. At any time you could lose something. Don't hold too strongly onto material things of this world, because they could blow away like a leaf in the wind. So give it. Like your neighbor, people who buy you are trusting you that you won't be like totally stupid or have these try to cause pain on them. So don't plan that. Don't do anything. Live your life. Be kind with people around you. Like being contentious. Why would you contend with a man? Here, let me get a, what does it mean to contend? Contend. Let me get a actual definition. Struggle to surmount, assert something as a position in an argument. Why would you want to get into an argument with someone? Someone's not getting, especially if they have done no wrong with you. Like that's another thing my son gets into. The word is contentious. Like we would say, "Oh, today is a good day." Oh, it's not. Okay, so I understand at the beginning, but I've been telling him a lot. No, don't do that. Don't. The word we use, my wife and I, is don't yuck someone's yum. This is a good day. I think I would go with, how so? How is this a good day? Okay. So trying to help my son not to be so contentious, but to be agreeable. Be agreeable, be kind, compassionate, those kind of things. Patient is a good thing. What about this? Do not envy a man of violence, and do not choose any of his ways. So people who seek out violence as a means to, I don't know what they're, I don't know how to highlight this. The only thing I could say is anyone who encourages anyone to go to violence is not of God for sure. And do I want to get political? From what I see, like in Portland, and what was that other place that, Chicago? Those are the two places that are getting a lot of news right now. Um, the question is, which I could, is violence happening on the part of protesters towards ICE in Portland and Chicago? I'll do a quick Google search. Protest. There you go. Is it towards the pro? Oh no. Okay, so the Google AI won't go for it, but ICE escalates aggressive raids in Chicago as Trump moves to deploy. Okay, court battles over. Let's go AI real quick with ChatGPT. Okay, here's what they say. Yes, there are reports of violence and confrontational incidents in the protests targeting ICE or immigration enforcement in both Portland. Though the scale, nature, and frequency of violence vary, and it's not accurate to say all protests are violent. Here's a breakdown of what. Okay, so I've been seeing videos and stuff like that. There are documented incidents, force arrests, and clashes between protesters and agents. That's in Portland and Chicago, and we could go to Reuters, we could go to AP News, all these other places. So yes, in Chicago, violence or at least use of force has been documented in Chicago protests tied to ICE operations. So I've seen it. I've seen all those things and stuff. So yes, but um, peaceful protests are okay. But if you're throwing rocks and other rocks towards ice, slashing tires, blocking their way, and kind of doing all those things or trespassing, yeah, of course you're going to get arrested and shot. It's possible. It is in the ICE agent's right to shoot anyone who throws a rock. It's terrible. They're just protesting something, but if the protesters are using violence, then yeah, um, the ICE agents could defend themselves. So I think there was an incident recently where a woman did get shot. So, but if you bring a weapon as a protester, then that's not that's not peaceful protesting. If you're going to bring a gun to a protest, be sure that you could get shot. If you have any weapons on you, you should get shot or detained or whatever. But they have to ICE has to protect themselves from people who are not in favor of what Trump's doing about deporting illegal migrants or undocumented immigrants who are causing harm or causing crime or doing crime or has been convicted of a crime, all those things. For the devious person is abomination to the Lord, but the upright are in his confidence. Anyways, so the devious person will go ahead and put this in green. Is abomination. It's the person who chooses a way of violence is considered the devious person, is what I'm hearing here. So I'll put this here, devious person. So that devious person is abomination to the Lord. And I'm thinking they're talking about the envy a man of violence as a devious person. I use the same color. Is abomination to the Lord. God doesn't like that for sure. Should I put it in orange because it's like a do not. Right, do not. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the dwelling of the righteous. He blesses the dwelling of the righteous. Towards the scorners, he is scornful. Now I was looking up what's a scorner? A person who expresses contempt or disdain. I had to go further. What is disdain? A feeling that a person has towards considered is a thing. Someone who is worthless or disdain, unworthy of respect, which is very interesting. Someone who shows others that they are unworthy of respect. Okay, so that's a scorner, and that's toward the scorner. He is scornful. If you're showing okay, I'm gonna put this in like, what color should I put this in? This is interesting because what this implies. If you are showing disrespect or showing someone using words showing that they are unworthy of respect, then God himself will be disrespectful to you. That's what I feel verse 34 is that if someone is worthy, like if I go up to these verse 27 and 28, like people who are deserving of good, who should get something that they ask, or is trusting you, who has done you no harm, if you are disrespecting people like that, then you are deserving of disrespect. Because my daughter is if I will go back to daughter, my daughter is worthy of respect for trying really hard to get better because she wants to play with us. Actually in game doing pretty good by yeah, of course there's some things that she needs to work on and stuff like that. Of course, I have to work on stuff. And so, but to the humble, he gives favor. If you're humble and just say, "Oh, good job," Like that takes a lot of humbleness to allow someone respect. That it's not about you. It's not about you. It's about the person that's in front of you. Are you going to give them the respect that's due to him? Okay, so the wise will inherit honor. And then we're going back to this idea of wise, but the fool gets disgrace. I'm going to use the same. Of course, the scorner is scornful, but fools get disgrace. Yeah. And so basically, from doing this little talk, and I'm a verbal processor, from what I hear is that this verse is all about you as a person in relation to other people. How do you interact with them when they are deserving of respect? When someone is deserving of respect, do you give it to them or do you withhold it? And he calls scorners deserve scorn, being basic people who are disrespectful deserve disrespect. People who are fools will get disgrace. See? Don't be a devious person. Don't be a man of violence, but be someone who is upright, someone who is dwelling in righteousness, someone who is humble, and someone who is wise. Those are the people he are looking for. So I'm going to write this down. I don't want anymore. God is looking for people who are upright, dwells in righteousness. I don't know if you say verse 33, blesses the dwelling of the righteous. So I'll just say who are righteous, who is humble, and who is wise. Upright, righteous, and wise. Those are the people who deserve respect and honor and blessings and his confidence. And do not be the other person. Do not be a scorner or a devious person. As it says in here, be kind to other people, love on other people, those kind of things. So I think that's a fair assessment that God is looking from these verses, that God is looking for people who are upright, righteous, humble, and wise. Those are the people deserving respect and honor and blessings and confident in his confidence. Do not be a scorner or a devious person. Those people, those people are in abomination, the Lord. Enough said. No? Hope you enjoyed that. Please look to your lives to see where you are falling short of the glory of God and find ways where you can be upright, righteous, humble, and wise. Basically being kind and appropriate and respectful of other people. You know, these are God's creations. Let's do our best to be a good example to them and try a little harder. That's all we have to do. Continually looking upward and trying to be the best version of ourselves. So thank you for joining in. I'll see you guys next time.